Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is September the 21st, 2021, and today the topic is preparation. Friends, let me tell y'all about yesterday. Long story short, y'all know I was embarking on a whole new journey yesterday when it comes to this meal plan, prepping, measuring thing. It is a part of my fitness journey, which speaking of, your girl should be going live today at 8:30 a.m. with Mr. Leo of Anointed Touch Health, Fitness, and Beauty. Um, yep. Going live with him later on this morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the plan. Prayerfully, I will press the buttons so we can be live and we won't have the issue that we had last week. However, yesterday was day one for me. It was my first day of embarking on at least the food part of the journey. He's given me some workouts, but I think we want to, he wants to talk to me about them before. So maybe that'd be something that we talk about today. Well, who knows? He might ask me actually do it today. I don't know, but yeah, let me tell you how yesterday went. Um, so the first thing I noticed yesterday as I was trying to do this thing is that like measuring out stuff, like measuring out how much I was eating and all of that is definitely an interesting way to do this thing. It was interesting keeping track of like how much I was eating, like how many times did I drink water, things like that. Maybe I'll get more into like details about, exactly what I did when we talk later on today. But I know, for example, one thing is that he had me to, I guess, get this app or just join this website or whatever the case is. And so the challenge told me to drink 8 glasses of water, and I made it to 5 before I went to sleep last night. So, um, I mean, that's something. That's something because I thought I was just gonna do 4, and so I pushed through and got 5. Um, and that was the thing. It was like I had to push myself to eat. You know what I'm saying? I had to push myself to eat multiple meals. I had to push myself to eat that certain amount. Um, so that was interesting. Sometimes it felt like too much, you know. But the interesting thing is at the end of my day or whatever, when I finished up the keeping track, the app was telling me that apparently I'm not eating enough. So if I didn't eat enough yesterday, then Lord knows I definitely don't eat enough on a regular day. Um, or whatever I was doing before, because like I told y'all, I usually would only eat once. Sometimes, sometimes I would only eat once or whatever. So the fact that I did eat 3 meals, 3 measured meals, I felt like was a good start. Apparently the thing is telling me I should be eating snacks as well. But I felt good not having snacks. I was cool without the snacks, but which I didn't know that I would be because I am a snacker. But yeah, so that's interesting. I mean, we'll talk more about it with Mr. Leo tomorrow. I mean, this morning. Um, you know, so hopefully I can get more insight on all of that and whatnot. But I just wanted to share with you all that I did embark on it. I prepped for today. At least breakfast and lunch has been prepped. So to God be the glory. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying new things, trying to see what comes from all of this. So I guess in some way preparing the future miracle, right? Which is interesting. I was distracted with my prayer meditation. Um, However, afterwards, and when I was thinking about like what this topic would be today, the word preparation came into my heart and mind, and so I looked up verses, and they were resonating. So here we are. Here we are. So let's get into it then, y'all. Preparation. Well, I came across Proverbs 24 and 27. It says, prepare your work outside Get everything ready for yourself in the field. And after that, build your house. Honestly, this reminds me a lot of my book. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, you just dropping them. But I told y'all, I've been engulfed in, the preparation or the process of getting it published and whatnot. I did not, in regards to yesterday, I did what I said I was going to do. I set it up to be published, regardless of what it is, regardless if I missed a comma or whatever. I set it up to be published. So that is, I'm just, I guess, waiting on approval at this point. But it reminds me of my book because it reminds me of my past. And the interesting thing is, I haven't told y'all the title of the book yet. Should I tell y'all? Should I tell y'all? Y'all VIPs. I mean, it's official now because it's on everything. No changing it now. Okay, so my book, the name is going to be, or the name is The Cultivation Period, A Single Christian's Journey. Yes, those of y'all that have been following me for, I don't know, a long time, especially on my Actress Miracle Sims YouTube, y'all know that this journey of singleness or me being single and all of that was like, it was a whole process. It was a whole process for me. And I guess the reason this topic of preparation reminds me of that is because I do feel like that time in my life was preparing me for this time in my life. And I think to a certain extent, maybe we all go through that and whatnot. But I don't know because I observe other people. I mean, y'all know I'm an actress and things as well, and so I'm an observer of people. And it's interesting because I would think, and I did think, I thought to myself that everybody goes through this, right? Everybody goes through a growing season. Everybody goes through some form of preparation and all of this for like the things that they want. But some struggle with that, y'all. I'm seeing that some are really struggling in that area. Mostly because I would say what helped me back in the day was to again take that look at myself and then say to myself that, hey, there's some things that you need to change. Like there's some things that you need to do a little different. There's some things that you need to incorporate in your life or whatever the case is if you want to see what you want. Now some people aren't willing to do that. And that's what I come to find over the years. I find that some people aren't willing to look at themselves. Some people aren't willing to change. Some people aren't willing to make whatever necessary steps it takes to get to what they want. And I mean, I guess I find that to be interesting, or whatever in general. But again, when it comes to this idea of preparation, I mean, God is telling us to do this in all things. I did come across a couple of specific times and things that the Bible tells us to prepare to do and for. But I kind of just wanted to keep it general this morning, just to kind of keep into our minds that, hey, this can go across the board with whatever, whether it's like relationship issues or whether it's, personal issues or, I mean, that's just two examples in my own little life here, like I just said, preparing as a single woman helped me to get to where I am today as a married woman, preparing with this whole fitness journey hopefully will help me in the future with whatever healthy, I don't know where it's going to go. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing it in my own mind. I'm just doing it to tone up a bit or whatever, and try something new in regards to eating healthier and whatnot. But who knows what this will do. But at least I'm willing to embark on the journey, right? And I think that's where it comes in. I think that's where some of the issues come in. So, because some of us aren't willing to prepare. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. Again, we can just go on and on about because there's so many different scenarios that this could fit in. But let's just keep going and see what the word has to say. So Luke 21:36 says, "But stay awake at all times, praying that you may have strength to escape all these things that are going to take place and to stand before the Son of Man." You know, stay awake at all times. Pray that we have the strength. Like, I mean, if you guys are concerned about the things that you are seeing and hearing in these days and times, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I would just say those that are awake, hey, I hope that this encourages you and inspires you. Pray, pray for strength and everything like that. Because with God, all things are possible. In spite of how all things look and, how everything is looking right now. And yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, it says here in the word that things are going to take place. So, with that being said, let's just go ahead and prepare. Let's mentally prepare. Let's, pray for strength. Let's get a little bit more intentional, right, and diligent about this idea of preparing. That way, we'll be ready. We'll be ready overall when it comes to these things. If you know in advance that something's going to happen, you can prepare for it, right? Let's check this out. um, Proverbs 22:3. It says, "The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it." At the end of the day, some could say that, hey, man, we've been warned, right? We've been warned about this or that. We've been warned about, things going to be going a certain way when it comes to life and whatnot. At least what the Bible says, we could say that, okay, there's prophets out here that has warned us about different things. Like, honestly, all the things we see around us right now is a warning of something a little bit, I was getting ready to say more sinister, but I don't know, a little bit more detrimental than the things that are going on now, which is why people are concerned, right? People are like, um, wanting to do something about it and whatnot. But I mean, hey, I guess the best thing we can do overall is praise, seek God, turn back to Him, repent, all those things. Especially as a nation. Especially as a nation. We see in the word that there was a lot of nations that got saved because of, they humbled themselves and repented and all that. So, I don't know if it's a certain amount of us that need to do it or what, but I mean, I don't know, it's just one of those things, Yeah, I mean, if you see the danger coming, y'all, I mean, at least prepare, at least prepare. Especially if you can't do anything about it or whatever. I mean, some things are inevitable, as they say, or some things are just biblical, and are going to happen in this time and season. So at least, we can do is prepare our hearts, prepare our minds, and seek God for the wisdom and the strength and everything that we need to get through it. Because it says in this word again that things are going to come. And so, prepare. There's several verses, I mean, that we can just go deeper about. I only wrote down 3 sections, but and it's in the go deeper section. So if you want to peruse those and let them marinate on your heart, souls, and minds today, by all means, I hope that you do. Like I said, I was looking and there was a lot more about this. And again, a lot of specific things that, this idea of preparation can assist us with. But, I guess in the meantime, in between time, let's just keep it in our hearts and minds in general that, preparing and being prepared is a little bit better than not. I just put it like that. So the Bible verse of today is Romans 12:12. It says, "Rejoicing in hope, patient." Telling y'all my handwriting sometimes. I'm sorry. "Patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer." When I was looking at that verse this morning, it was kind of throwing me off that the word instant was in there, because I could have swore it was constant. And that's the first time I want to say I've read the Bible after, was like looking like, huh? So I don't know, because I know other translations or whatever does say constant in prayer and not instant in prayer. But I don't know. Y'all can let that marinate on your heart, soul, and mind today. Y'all can look at the verse yourself regarding that. But that's all, y'all. That is the juice. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward. I'm sorry, I was talking to the people that are live. As for my podcast people, thank you so much for listening. And I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. And for you, my Facebook and YouTube friends, thank you all so much for listening and watching. Man, it was so interesting. There was one more thing I wanted to share with y'all yesterday. Basically, I watched a few old videos of myself last night from back in my cultivation period, from back in the day, in the playlist, the hopeful romantic, and then I watched a couple from the playlist, Let That Marinate. Man, like, Old Miracle was on fire sometimes, man. I ain't gonna tell you, like, I mean, maybe I'm on fire now as well, and I really do appreciate this time. I really, really do. I'm so thankful that because I would think back on those days, like especially uh, you know, the time between then and now, where I was still single and still figuring things out, or I was dating, or I was struggling a little bit or whatnot. And I just was like, I would think back on myself when I was single, and think back on myself when I was, you know, in the midst of my cultivation period. And I'll be like, man, I miss being like that. I miss that relationship that I felt like I was building with God, and, just that closeness, And so I think this whole journey with the juice and everything like that has helped me to get back into that. And I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful for this season. I know, again, that may be weird for some to hear. But hey, I mean, I really don't know, like, where, if this stuff didn't happen the way it did, like, I don't know. I don't know, because so many doors was open for me, and yeah, so many doors was open. The whole stimulus thing was a blessing for me. And yeah, so I just really hope and pray that these things will help someone. Whether it was Old Miracle about 10 years ago, hopefully that she could help you, or hopefully, what the things I'm doing now will help. I really don't know. Like, it's one of those things I think about sometimes. I'm just like, what if some future person, like in 32 or something, I don't know, like, is watching me and getting encouraged and inspired. And that's what it's for. I don't know. I don't know, like, who all of this stuff is for, outside of myself, because I do feel like it's something that's personally, that God is doing with, for, and through me by doing this. But I do feel like, well, I'm interested. I'm interested to see, like, what will happen, but at the same time, maybe it's beyond me. Maybe it's beyond, like, maybe I won't get a chance to see, like, what or who this stuff helps and encourages. But I appreciate you all that do let me know. I appreciate, people like you, and letting me know almost every day, how he feels about the things that I'm sharing. Thank you, whoever was watching live. I appreciate that. And yeah, that's it. That's it, y'all. Just was reflecting on that, and we'll see what the Lord do. But in the meantime, hey, y'all, I'm grateful for this season. I'm grateful for 2021 and all the things that God has allowed me to do, and I'm excited. Try to do as much as I can, as long as I can. And I appreciate y'all for assisting in any way, whether that's watching or listening or purchasing or supporting or whatever. So I just wanted to say thank you. But all right, y'all have a great, great day. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. Well, no, I'm looking forward to talking to you in a few hours on accountability, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.